The police took my 11-year-old son and interrogated him for 16 hours straight without any food or water and didn't let us see or even speak to him. Last week at around 8:30 a.m. my son was taken out of class by the school's resource officer and led to the main office where 4 police officers carrying firearms and tasers were waiting for him. They then patted him down, and took him handcuffed to the police station and began looking through his phone, emails, messages, everything. The biggest issue was that no one called us. Not the school, not the police, no one. We got a text from a friend of his who had our number asking us if he was still coming over after school since he left class early and had not come back yet. This was at 1 p.m. We called the school, who only told us to call the police department as this wasn't a school issue anymore, and refused to even say where he was or what he was doing to get himself in trouble with the police. We start freaking out wondering where our son is or what happened to him, but my husband, who's more level-headed, just tracked his phone and saw where he was and we headed there. We got there at maybe 1:30 and were completely stonewalled by everyone. No one told us anything at all, except that he's being investigated for conspiring to run into the school with a firearm and put this firearm to use. This is just insane. He doesn't do anything crazy and talks to us pretty openly about everything. He spends his time at school, with friends building forts or playing Nerf guns. We continued to demand to see our son, and called a friend of ours who works for the state as a social worker. She wasn't able to get down there or figure anything out until about 8 p.m. when she finally did. They tried to stonewall her too, and it took a lot of effort from her end to spin whatever she did in such a way that they finally released him. They only did this at 1 a.m. for the almost 12 hours we were there. They did not let us speak to our son or see him this entire time. We got him home and he told us everything. Apparently he and his friend were talking about the guns that they were going to use later. These were in reference to his Nerf guns. They never spoke about running into schools and using firearms or anything. They were going to hunt creepers from their Minecraft game using a mod which allows for guns. When they finally let him go, some effing imbecile in a fancy suit says, "Sorry, we received a credible report about a planned usage of firearms in school from a teacher and had to act. We've concluded he was talking about a video game with his friend and he's free to go." That's verbatim what he said. Throughout the interrogation, they kept offering him McDonald's, offering to give him soda and candy if he just told them where the firearms were or to draw out the plans and who was involved. They asked him if we drink, if we have any meds, do weird things after smoking. They kept going through his phone and asking him where is this picture taken, or who was there. They questioned him for 16 hours without food or water even when he cried about how hungry and thirsty he was, and spent the whole time entirely invading his and our privacy on the phone and didn't let us see or talk to him. The school is refusing to talk to us at all other than they graciously said he is okay to come back to school once they finish speaking to the police, maybe. We can't get answers if he is suspended or if he can even go to school, and the police department keeps telling us the issue is closed and hangs up on us. What the hell do we do?